Hi there, this is Rob, and this is the 2-minute overnight overview for Thursday. Today I plan to examine yesterday's odds, last night's action, and look at some research. Let's first look at yesterday's odds sheet. Sometimes when we get strong sell-offs, that'll lead to a high probability of an overnight reversion. So yesterday's numbers were a little surprising in that we didn't see more green on the board. SPY was the only index security that suggested a tradable upside edge. I traded ES, and that just barely missed, with the average profit factor coming in at 1.29, just under the 1.3 threshold. These are still odds that suggest an upside edge, they're just not quite as strong as I would prefer. ES did close at a 40-day low and above its 200-day moving average, which is a setup I examined in Monday's 2-minute overview that had bullish implications. But other than SPY, there was no other index security confirming the upside edge with strong numbers. Also, the weighted averages were a little low, so it was a very borderline setup for considering a long position. With seasonality weak, that meant I'd be going for the lower target amount of 7 points, and with volatility high recently, the position would have required a 15-point stop. That would be a lot to risk on a borderline setup with relatively low potential reward. So as I mentioned in the trading room, though it appeared a long position would have a long-term positive profit expectancy, the edge just wasn't quite strong enough for me to take a trade, so I passed. Let's take a look and see how it played out overnight. After settling at 1389, ES flirted with my 7-point target numerous times throughout the night, but never quite got there. In the end, it gapped up only 1.25 points, so I missed out due to my caution, but I didn't miss out on much. I'm a little slow to show this study, but I want to share with you a historical overnight performance during the month of November. So this study examines all the overnights that ended with a November morning. Numbers here don't look like much of anything. Let's take a look at the profit curve. Based on this, I would say November has been a bit weak, though the curve has certainly been choppy. From my perspective, it simply reinforces the need to be selective with my trades. Thanks for listening, good luck tonight, and rest easy.